it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are approaching the end of 2019. So I just thought I would sit down and do a full face of my 2019 favorites. These are my holy grail products. These are the products that I can go in my drawer and know that they will work for me. They will make my face look great. And I love the look that we pulled together. This is going to be the last video I'm posting before Christmas, so I hope you have a happy holiday and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel, and when you subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and without further ado, let's get started. Starting off, we are going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to be using my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade White. Y'all know I have been using this from day one. I have just tried out so many eye primers, and I've never been able to find one that suits my needs that I am 100% satisfied with. So in the meantime, this is my main bay. Once again, if y'all know of a good drugstore or affordable eyeshadow primer that I should try, comment it down below. But in the meantime, we are just going to prime our eyes with this, and I'm actually going to be taking this brush from AOA Studio. This is a high def brush. It is the E101. It's like a flat top brush, and I got this from Miss A, and I've really been liking it. So let's go ahead and dip in here and set our eyes. Okay, so when I was thinking of all the eyeshadow palettes I've tried this year, and Lord knows in my 8 months of being on YouTube, I have tried out so many. But when I really sat down and thought, okay, what have I tried out that I've tried out more than once, that I've thought about, I loved the look I created, what has just captured my heart and soul? And it was this one. It is the LA Girl Born Exclusive eyeshadow palette. So I know I've only recently been using this, but out of this whole 8 months, this is the only palette that I was like, I know I can go back to it. I can create so many looks from it. So we're gonna go ahead and use this today. I think I'm gonna try to go for like a holiday, New Year's Eve kind of look, considering this video will be the last video going up before Christmas. So I think that that's what I'm gonna do. So maybe little blues, gold, maybe a little purple. I don't quite know yet. I never really plan out my looks, but I kind of have a vision in my head. So let's go ahead and get started. So go big or go home. The first color I'm going to go in with is going to be the color Cordial right here, which is like a royal blue shade. I'm going to throw this into my crease using a Morphe M518 brush. So this looks almost like a demi matte, like it has a little shine to it. So I'm interested to see how this works out, but we are just going to try it out. And it also does look a little darker on the brush than in the pan, but it's okay. We're going to work it out. So I'm going to throw this into the crease. Okay, yeah, so first impression, it is much darker than it comes off in the pan, but you know what? We are going to be able to make it work. Okay, so right off the bat, I know that this looks rough and scary, but it always comes together at the end, so just work with me. So to blend this out, I'm going to take the shade. I'm going to take the shade Individuality, which is a really, really light nude color. I don't really want to add like any dark transition to the top. I really want to add like a nice fade. So I'm going to take this, and I'm using another AOA Studio brush. This is the E127. So just dipping to Individuality, and then we're going to tap that off. And soft and gently, we are going to blend out this outer edge. So now that we have that blended out, let's focus on the lid. So I am going to take the shade Sociable, which is the really light gold metallic in the palette. I'm going to use a flat brush for this. This is the AOA Studio E131. I have really been loving these brushes from Miss A. I actually featured these in my most recent video of a full face of Miss A, and this like 10-piece brush set was only $10.55. I have been hooked. I love it. So we're just gonna go ahead and dip into this. These metallics are really pigmented and buttery, so a little bit goes a long way, and I am going to spray my brush, and we are just gonna put this all over the lid. And do you just see that pigment? Wow. So I'm not going all the way up to the crease. As I go up to the crease, I'm actually patting some of the glue down so it blends. And then I'm actually not going to go all the way over on my lid. I'm about going 3/4 and leaving the outer corner blank so we can put a little depth there. Okay, so now that we have that, for the outer V, I think I want to actually add a little purple. So I'm going to take the shade Gracious, which is like a matte, pure, like plum purple. I'm going to take that on a AOA Studio E126 brush. This is like a huge fluffy blending brush. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in there. And I just want to stamp this a little bit on the outer V. And this is super pigmented. And just really packing that purple on like at the very edge. Because once we take off this tape, that edge is going to be so sharp. And then I am going to mix a little bit in with the blue on the outer part. So now is the time where we kind of work in parts, really blending everything to make this look good, especially when we take off the tapes. So now we're going to go back in with a little bit of the gold, not a lot at all, and just blend right at the edge where that purple is. And then we're going to take the same brush we used the purple and go on top of that just a little bit. Going back in with the blue, we're just going to take some right on the edge where the purple meets. Blend that. Alright, and then finally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This is the Morphe M441, and I'm just going to go on the top just to give everything one last blend. And I'm barely touching the brush to my eyes. Alright, let's go ahead and take off the tapes and see what we got. Okay, so I actually really don't mind this. It's not my favorite, and this actually could fall more on like a New Year's vibe. So holidays going into New Year's, you catch my drift. But it's not bad. So let's go ahead and move on to the face. So for primer water, I pulled out my NYX Bear With Me Multitasking Spray. Judging by the bottle, you can tell that this was one of my favorite sprays of 2019. I loved it. I love like multitasking, multi-purpose things, and this is just that. So this is a primer, it sets, you can refresh your makeup, and it's supposed to help your makeup last up to 8 hours. I truly love this. Out of all my setting sprays and primer waters, I would have to say that this spritzer is my favorite. It's just such long lasting and it's fine. Amazing. Let me pull out my fan because y'all remember I got a fan at Miss A. I need to go get some more of these because they were only $1 and these are just such nice quality and pretty, and they had different colors. I need to go and get a few more because these would make good stocking stuffers too, even though it's like, what, 2 days before Christmas? So for primer, I am using my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Blur Primer. I talk about this all the time. I almost use it in every single video. Now I have been trying my best to stay away from it just because I don't want to be so repetitive, but this is definitely one of my go-to primers. I actually did a video solely dedicated to this, proving that it was a dupe to the Catrice primer. What was that? Hold on. The Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer. So these are dupes for each other. This one was actually like a few cents, I believe, cheaper than this one, but you can get this at Walmart versus you having to go to Ulta to get this one. But they are dupes for each other, and I'll go ahead and link that video down below. But this one has a pump, which I definitely prefer a pump. So I'm gonna take about 2 pumps, and I like to focus this on the inside of my cheeks, my nose, and my chin, and then just blend it out. And you can definitely see the blurring taking place. I notice it mostly on my nose. And I am gonna take just a dash on my forehead. For foundation, so y'all know I have been really addicted to my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. That is definitely a foundation that caught my heart in 2019. But since I've been using it in almost every single video, I didn't want to say, oh, obviously I'm gonna be using this. So I went through my drawer and I looked and I'm like, what else has captured my heart? Move over, Juvia's. I need something else. And it was this, the NYX Born to Glow foundation. So when I tried this out, I was floored. This has such beautiful coverage and it gives you that nice glow. It's not like dewy or where you look like you're just sweaty or cakey. This just gives you a nice radiant glow, which is probably why it's called the Naturally Radiant Foundation. Duh. So we're using this. I like to mix the shades Vanilla and Natural because I feel like that gives me a pretty good color for myself. Y'all know I'm not the best at color matching. I'm trying more. I'm trying my best, but I am not the best right now. And this is kind of like a thinner foundation, like it runs, but it's not like really, really runny. But I just like to take this and my sponge, mix them together. All right, and I just like to put some on my face. Okay, and this is probably actually gonna be good for me. I still have like way more on the back of my hand. I'm so heavy-handed. And to blend this out, I'm using my Wet n Wild face sponge. I've been talking about this. I bought so many on Black Friday. Wet n Wild had a online sale that was really, really good. It was like 50% off everything. So I decided to go online and buy, I believe I bought 20. Yeah, I think I bought like 20 sponges. So I saw it and I wanted it. And then I got it. But just blending this out, do you see how good this coverage is? And this color is actually not bad at all. Besides the coverage, something I really, really like about this foundation is that it's really, really thin and it feels so lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Okay, so there's that, and do you just see how beautiful and skin-like this coverage is? So pretty, and I still have so much on my hand left, so I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and take this off. Concealer, I'm gonna be using my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I have been using this from day one, since my first video, and I love it. So affordable and so creamy. I believe my only complaint about this is like I wish more product came off on the wand, but you know, for how affordable it is, I can be willing to let that go. Y'all, I cannot believe how fast Christmas came up on us. I really can't. I remember I always decorate the day after Thanksgiving, and this year I feel like I should have done it earlier because I feel like it just came, and now Christmas is almost over. It's in 2 days, like from the time I'm filming this video, Christmas is in 2 days, and then it's over. Like, I feel like it happened so fast. And Christmas is my favorite holiday. Like, when I decorate for Christmas, my house literally looks like I should belong in Whoville. I love it. So it's like, to put on this hard work only for like a few weeks of decorating, my heart's broken. Like, I truly wish I could just keep Christmas up all year round. I am Buddy the Elf. Buddy the Elf is my spirit animal. This concealer almost has like a moussey payoff, which I'm not mad about it at all. I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's almost like a moussey texture. It's not quite, like, it's really, really creamy, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it almost is on the verge of being like a mousse. I feel so pretty. Okay, we're all blended in. So for setting my face, I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. This is another product that has been on my channel since day one. This is just such a nice, affordable powder. All right, so we're gonna dip our sponge in there, and I'm going to set under my eyes first. All right, and then after setting underneath my eyes, I always set my nose. And this isn't like something you have to do. This is just like my OCD with my makeup. I always believe I need to set under my eyes first and then my nose. That's just how my makeup works for me. I don't know, I just feel like if I did it a different way, like if I set on my face first, my makeup wouldn't come out good, which is probably like psychotic, but I just feel that way. Alright, we're going to set that powder to the side for later because we are going to use it to bake our face. Let me just wipe my hands real quick. I'm using these wipes from AOA Studio as well. I picked up a pack of these. These are the makeup remover cleansing wipes and rose water. So these are too strong of a scent for my face. They really aggravates me, but I'm still using them like to wipe off my hands while doing my makeup. And they're only $1, so I don't mind getting them for that. Wearing black while doing your makeup is never a good idea. For bronzer, we are going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Bronze Please. This is something that came out in summer. It was like a whole collection, and I love this. Now, I have always said that the shade is in La Terra because that's what's in the front. It's not. Why didn't nobody tell me? So on the back, in teeny tiny, this is the shade 1 Portofino. Why didn't anybody tell me? Y'all just been letting me say La Terra, but better. Really? I blame y'all. So this is in the shade Portofino. I'm going to take this using this new brush I just got. This is from the brand Kinsey. I just picked this up at Marshall's. I'm really like intrigued by the glitter wand. Like that's what got me out of everything. So I'm just going to dip into this. And this is something I've always said, like it looks really harsh and orange in the pan, but when you put it on your face, it is just beautiful color. And we're going to take this on our cheeks as well. Ooh, it just gives you such a nice color. I always go ham on the bronzer too, like way too much. All right, and then we're just going to take some and go down the neck. All right, just taking my stippling brush and blending that out just a little bit. I'm going to take my Flower Beauty brush and dip into that bronzer as well, and just take some down my nose. I haven't really been doing like a nose contour anymore. I just add a little structure. All right, picking back up that powder, we're going to dip into it with our sponge. We are going to go ahead and bake our face. Okay, so we are baking our face and moving along. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and do my brows and pop on some lashes. So I do want to talk about the products I'm going to be using off camera. So I decided to pull out my Flower Beauty Draw the Line eyebrow pencil because y'all know I have been doing a pencil and a pomade. So I'm going to be using this one because I actually ran out of my LA Girl one. And then for a pomade, I'm going to be using my Makeup Obsession brow pomade. And then for lashes, traditionally I would love to be using my Salon Perfect 614s. Y'all know I use those in almost every single video, but my local Walmart was sadly out of them. So I'm just going to be using my AOA Studio Lashes in the style Alexis. These have been my go-to lashes. They are very similar to the Salon Perfects, and I believe you actually get one more set of lashes for a cheaper price than the Salon Perfects. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and go do those things, and I will be right back. The garage is going to open. I can feel it because it's about the time my husband should be home. For those that don't know, my beauty room is right above the garage. Really quickly before he closes the garage, we're going to dust away the bank. Okay, so I coated my falsies with my favorite mascara. This is the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. This is just so smooth. I love the wand. It is really pigmented and gives your falsies such a nice lift. We're going to go ahead and put on some eyebrow gel. I'm going to be using this one by Essence. This is the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in the shade Blondie Brows. This for me is what started it all. This is what made me fall in love with eyebrow gel. To me, eyebrow gel just makes all the difference. It gets rid of all that powder. I feel like it adds like some highlight back into your brows to not make them look so flat and gives them a little bit more structure. Like this one compared to that one, I just feel like there's so much of a difference. Which maybe there's not, maybe it's just an illusion that I feel it's different, but I think there's a difference. For blush, I pulled out this one by Makeup Obsession. This is the Isn't It Peachy blush palette. I love this palette. I think it is good for any season, especially summer and spring though. Summer, spring, but going into winter, I just feel like these are such beautiful neutral colors that are versatile for almost any skin tone. I love them, and then blending them together, they are so pigmented, but they blend out flawlessly. This is definitely my go-to palette. I use this quite often, so I'm just going to take this, and I always mix the first three. I don't really dip into this one too much because it has some pink in it, and I love the peachy tones. So literally all I do is just go like this and apply. And you just see how pigmented that is. It is so pretty. It adds such beautiful color back to your face. So this looks harsh, right? So if I take my stippling brush and just blend this out, look at that. Beautiful. I just feel like this adds such a nice flush to your face. Jolie.
Yeah.
Hi. You're home.
Are you filming?
Yes, I am.
Oh, was it recording now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
I I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to lips and then we can do highlight because I'm really excited for the highlighter I wanna show you. Okay, so for lip liner, I wanna go in with one of my Wet n Wild ones just because I feel like those are staples for me. So let me see which ones I have. I think I'm gonna go in with this one because it's the nudist out of all of them. This is like a pinky nude. This is in the shade Bear to Comment. Yeah, so this is one of my go-to colors. And looking in the mirror, I just noticed that I also have to do my lower lash line, so we'll do that too. Okay, and then on top of this, I'm gonna go ahead and put up this lipstick. This is by Maybelline. This is the shade Baddest Beige. What I love about this is not only the nude color, but also the fact that it pretty much acts like a lipstick and a lip gloss, which I love. I feel like this too is like one of the perfect nudes. I just noticed my camera wasn't recording. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doing the lower lash line, and I am just mixing these shades, Individuality and High Spirited, because these are both nice nude colors that I think will create a beautiful color for the lower lash line. I'm happy when I'm not recording, my camera like makes a beep to shut off the screen to save battery. Because God, if I finished this without noticing that, I would have been pissed. Who is like an OG viewer of mine where you remember I used to never do anything on the lower lash line, and now I feel so weird if I don't, because like looking in the camera, this eye just looks so much bigger and more dramatic just with that nude color on the bottom. Who remembers that? All right, we added that color, so now I'm gonna take my nice definer brush by Billion Dollar Brows, and I am going to take, I think I wanna go in with the purple shade we used, which is Gracious. So I'm just gonna dip into this. All right, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna push this right against the lower lash line. You know, I don't really have an inner corner, but I've been like playing around trying to pretend I have one. I'm not mad at it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. And I totally just realized I'm not telling you what I'm doing. So I'm taking this shade called Eclectic. Yeah, Eclectic, which is like an icy glitter right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it in my inner corner. So I don't really have an inner corner because of the way my nose is shaped. So I try my best to like put it like right here and then go like right on the inner part of my lid. And I'm not mad at it. For this, I'm using an AOA Studio E134, which is a teeny tiny little brush. So I'm going in here and then I am spraying it. We're just putting it where I would think my inner corner would be. Okay, like I said, not mad at it. Not my favorite thing, but I'm not mad at it. I never really do like eyebrow highlighting either, but I'm giving that a try too, because you know, why not? What else am I doing? Nothing really. I don't know. I feel like I didn't really do anything. Okay, so we're done with that palette. So now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. And this is a shade I have been loving because I feel like it really makes my eyes pop. It makes them open up a lot. This is in the shade Fresh. And it's like that Breakfast at Tiffany's color I've been talking about. Alright, zoom me back out. Let's go and finish this face because I gotta go make me some dinner. So for highlight, I'm really excited for this one. So this is probably, I want to say maybe my top 2 favorite highlighters of 2019. This is probably my top 2. This one and Master Chrome. Master Chrome I feel like will always come first because it is such a beautiful and affordable highlighter. But this is a perfect runner-up. So this is by Flower Beauty, and this is the Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. And you just see how wet and metallic these look. So I get mine at Walmart. I know Ulta also sells Flower Beauty. I'm not sure if they sell this palette. I've never seen it there, but I got this one at Walmart. So I'm going to dip into this. I'm going to use this brush by AOA Studio. This is the F19. This is a beautiful highlighting brush. So what I'm going to do, so in here you get like a whitish color, you get a pink, and then you get a gold. So I'm going to take this white like champagne color, and all you need is like a few little taps. And look at that. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I may even change my mind and say this is probably my favorite highlighter because I feel like with Master Chrome, you have to dip in just a few times to get this payoff. Whereas this one, you just have to tap it lightly and you get that. So just to prove I'm not lying, look. So I'm gonna take this clean brush, I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. Y'all. And this brush is like perfect. I know I love my Morphe one, but I love this brush because it like lays against your face and it does a lot of the blending for you, I feel. Don't you know I am loading it up. Ooh. some of this down the center of my nose. And my favorite thing, y'all know dotting my nose is like my favorite thing in the world. It will probably never die. Y'all, and this is drugstore. This is affordable. Ooh. And to set my face, I am going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. Alright guys, and that concludes today's video of a full face of my 2019 favorites. Y'all, 2019 is almost over. Can you believe it? This year has just flown by. It has been crazy. I know I'm going to be posting probably one more video before the new year, but it's unbelievable how fast time goes. Doing this video, I still love every single one of these products. My favorite thing would still have to be this highlighter. It is so beautiful, looks so high end, and it's long lasting, but it is so affordable. So head out to your local Walmart, go to the Flower Beauty section, and get this palette. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. I love you, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.